What's going on, everybody? So I actually went out and saw Blue Beetle. I did it so you don't have to watch it. Look, man, I'm gonna be honest about this review and I'm gonna just point out all the main key points about it. All right, make sure to hit the subscribe. I really appreciate everybody that's doing that. Let's go. All right, so look, Blue Beetle. All right, I'm just gonna get to the point. 4 out of 10, and I'll tell you why. First, let's talk about the good. The good is the costumes, the fight scenes, and that's pretty much it. And the movie has heart. It does. It really does have heart. You know, it's a family movie in the sense where they're like the Fast, where it's all about family. They really focus about that. And, you know, it's like the family comes together and, you know, there's a lot of emotional parts with it and stuff like that. So I give it to them. It does have heart. All right. That's the only good things. Now let's talk about the bad things. All right. This is the start of James Gunn's DCU, and I'm telling you right now, this is just Iron Man from the first movie, except Blue Beetle and whatever the dude's name is, I can't remember, the red guy. He's a ripoff of Iron Man, honestly. He does the Blue Beetle and him are fighting, and when they fight, they only have 3 fight scenes in the movie. All right, the first one, it's quick, it's probably like 3 minutes long. The second one, you probably get like 5 minutes, and then the final battle, it's about like the same thing, like about probably less than 10 minutes, 8 minutes max. And the fight scenes are good. The CG, some parts are good, but it's no different than Shazam, and it's no different than the Flash. There's some scenes that are like, wow, like they really got away with that. You can tell that it's rushed, and you know, like who knows what happened with the special effects, but you know, it's nowhere near what Zack Snyder did, and you know, it's just not. You know, they're going a cheap route, and honestly, this is just a copy and paste of Marvel. If you like Marvel and you enjoy the MCU, this movie's for you. I'm being honest. If you enjoy Zack Snyder's vision, this movie is not for you. Honestly, it is not. And I'm not trying to, you know, like say go watch it, don't watch it, but I will say boycott this movie. You know why? Because we do not need this movie to fund James Gunn's future projects. All right, look, you can see there's one scene where they're riding inside that bug that looks like I don't know what it is, like a little helicopter or whatever. And look, George Lopez is naturally funny in the movie because of course he's a comedian, but they have so many stereotype jokes about us Latinos. And if you're Latino, you're probably gonna get it because you know the stereotypes. And that I was cringing, and I was like, come on, I don't want to be represented like that, honestly, you know. And then it's just too much. You know, George Lopez's truck is called the Taco. Come on, man, like why are you gonna do that? They bring a, you know, they have the Chapulín Colorado. If you're familiar with that, it's like a Mexican big thing when it comes to like comedy, superhero, I don't know, you know. I grew up watching that, just whatever, like it wasn't necessary. The old lady, like you see in the trailer, she comes out with like this gun that they find inside the spaceship, and she starts shooting with it. Now here's another thing too about shooting. There's a scene that bug turns literally into what Ben Affleck's the bat, the crawler, that it starts crawling and stuff like that. It looks like literally a ripoff of it, except with the bug. And then when they're, you know, what's his name, George Lopez is flying with it, they're walking with it, there's soldiers that are fighting them, and then the crab thing or whatever it is, the bug, it kills the dude. It literally kills him, you know. And then there's another scene that the guy with the red, the villain guy, he kills another guy that he's like the, if you want to say, the minion of the lady. And then he frees Blue Beetle because they're about to kill him. And then the guy's like, why are you doing this, you know? And then again, another stereotype. The guy's like, my name is not, what is it, Suarez or whatever it is. It's just unnecessary. And then the guy in the back, he gets activated with the red. I guess he just punches him through the guts, that the door bangs, you know, like you see the dent, and then blood spills on the window. So I'm like, damn, like this is a PG-13. It's okay for these people to do it, but when Zack Snyder has Wonder Woman cut off Steppenwolf's head, that's bad, right? Or when Superman snaps Zod's neck, that's a problem, right? This is the hypocrisy of WB. And here, clearly, in that scene, You can see because it literally feels like it's a Guardians of the Galaxy scene. You can tell that James Gunn, he literally said, let's do this scene like this, you know? And there was probably another one. You get, some jokes. There's a lot of corny jokes on it. Unnecessary, honestly. It's a comedy. It's just literally, they haven't learned their lesson. WB has not learned their lesson because it's a rinse, wash, and repeat with Shazam, with The Flash, and now we get with Blue Beetle. Like I said, the costumes were good. I gave them that. Some of the VFX were nice, but then they still get cheesy and like cheap, you can tell. And the fight scenes were good. I enjoyed it. But overall, the movie itself, I didn't enjoy it. It was very long. It's very boring. They talk a lot. You only get 3 action scenes. And those 3 action scenes go by very quick. And it's like, at the end, they show, I'm going to tell you the end credits. At the end, there's only 2. One of them is completely stupid. The first one, you see a screen turns on, and I guess the guy's name, the one that was Blue Beetle, you see a static, and it looks like they're hinting towards Booster Gold. But he's like, if you see my daughter, and I have posted this a while ago, the daughter's going to become a superhero. They're building it up because they put her name. And like, it's just like, oh my God, like the route that they're going is just, this is dead on arrival, honestly. I'm not trying to sound like a hater. I'm telling you 100%. My point of view, you might enjoy it, but I did not enjoy it, honestly. I went in there with no expectations, and I came out, again, let down. This is what they want to go with. This is complete trash, honestly. And hey, I'm telling you right now, man, there's no hope, honestly. And you can just see the influence of James Gunn. You can see the messages that they're trying to throw out subliminally. And then they do have some conspiracy where George Lopez is a conspiracy type of guy. He's like, oh, the government's always watching and this and that. And, it's just like, come on, focus with the story. We don't need that, And literally it's just when you see Blue Beetle fighting with, I guess, I don't know what the other guy's name was, Carapax or something like that. I don't remember. It literally looks like you're looking at Pacific Rim characters fighting, but on a smaller scale. And it literally looks like a ripoff of Iron Man, like the first movie when he's fighting with Ironmonger. Literally, Blue Beetle does the thing like the chest beam from that symbol he has, and then the bad guy he ends up shooting. Like literally like War Machine and Iron Man. I was like, yo, this is a complete copy and paste from the MCU. We've seen this already too many times. Nothing different. It's just another Marvel movie. At this point, DC has become already Marvel. That's it. It's just become that, and look, when I was in the theater, there was only probably like 5 of us. That's it. And it's like, wow, like this movie's gonna tank. Honestly, this movie's going to tank. And then the other second end credit scene is you just see again the Chapulín Colorado probably for like a minute, and you just hear George Lopez saying sexy. That's it. That's literally it. There's no reference of Man of Steel, and they only mention Superman one time. That's it, just one time. And then they do have the Batman's the fastest joke when they go into the, I guess, Blue Beetle's cave or whatever that is. So, and then that dude's not dead. The dad, the one that was playing, was it the old Blue Beetle? He's not dead because in the TV it comes on with static, like I said at the end. And he's like, tell my daughter I'm alive, I'm not dead, or something like that. And that's it, But honestly, man, look, man, it's just a huge letdown, man. DC has become just nothing but water with sugar. That's it. It doesn't even have flavor anymore. It's that bad, honestly. And I want to say it's good, but it's not. It's just not. I went in there just because I wanted to see it. I wanted to share it with y'all and let y'all know about it. But look, some of y'all might enjoy it. Like I said, if you're into the whole MCU and, you like that whole light, cheesy, bright, happy type of style, that movie's for you. But majority of us, no, we're not. Just keep boycotting WB. They do not deserve our money at all, period. They don't deserve not even 1 cent. Honestly, we cannot fund James Gunn's DCU with these trashy films that are coming out. These are my thoughts. Drop your comments. Restore the Snyderverse. Release the air cut. We will keep on fighting. We will stop at nothing. Make sure to hit the subscribe. And until next time.